join forces. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. We can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs whenever our foes combine. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.
Chad. Wednesday, baby.
What's happening, boys?
Miles, how you doing this morning, my
Blessed,
brother?
man. Fresh Wednesday. Let's continue pushing. Friday's almost here.
Miles, aka Giblet from Vake. Is it Giblet? Niblet.
See, we got new names happening here.
Niblet.
What's up, Etty? Michaela, good morning. What's up, guys? How are you doing? How are you doing, Dylan? What's happening?
That's how you feel after a heavy
Chad,
leg day.
Mark, what's happening?
Feeling
How are you
like a
doing?
little niblet. All right, guys. Hope you're still here. Wednesday. This is going to be official round 5 this morning. Already have quite a bit happening, but we're going to get straight into it right now. Quite a bit of geopolitical headlines coming through here on the Squawk. And then, as always, before we start, we are going to start off with our prayer. And I mentioned it so many times yesterday, day before. Do not be shy to pray. Things happen when you pray. If you want to break through, pray. If you are struggling with something, pray. Even in good times, pray to give thanks. So we always start off our sessions with prayer, and that's the only way we know how to. So, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe it, you can drop an amen right now in the chat.
Amen, man.
Dylan Savage back on deck. Dylan, good to have you back here this morning, brother. Chad, let's get straight into the economic calendar. Let's see what is cooking here for us today. Nothing much during the morning. Again, later this afternoon, Bank of Canada interest rate decision expected to cut rates by 0.5. Remember before C19, they were the first ones to start hiking rates, and they are on their way to sub 4%. Then also we've got Christine Lagarde at 4. Some existing home sales a little bit later, press conference as well. So not the biggest economic fundamental day, but tomorrow is where we actually start getting quite a lot of data points. PMIs coming from both sectors. Sorry, US and Europe. Okay, so I'm expecting from tomorrow things are really going to start heating up. And then also I just want to point out that quite a bit of geopolitical headlines coming out here this morning. There were some rockets being fired over Tel Aviv. One of the outposts, US outposts in Syria, also a defense system got hit last night, and all of these are coming out now. So big shout out to News Squawk, keeping us up to date with everything that's happening in the markets. So big shout out to them. Check them out, News Squawk, for those squawk moments. All right, chat straight into the technicals. Dollar index, as mentioned, we are bullish on the week. We are bullish on the day. Yesterday we had that minor breakout, then had the gap up. Gap was closed. Now continuing higher. We did mention monthly R4 is very likely. And now next up 104.032, but little to no bottom wick. I think there's another little gap here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, very odd little gap there. If you're wondering, me and Richard, I went to the steam room yesterday. Do I not have like a little nasal there? Anyways, pray for me. Exclamation prayer. Put me on that prayer wall there. Dollar index, very interesting for me. We've got this open gap down here. We are now currently trading above Asia highs. Remember, dollar is the reserve currency of the world. Also serves as a hedge in, let's say, volatile times. So you can have the instance where gold and the dollar can rally together due to both of their safe haven appeal. All right, so for me, very simple. I'm going to go with this zone here, this entire zone. Bullish if we hold above, bearish if we start rejecting there. Then we can go for that gap close and we can still end the day bullish. But that zone there, very simple. US 30, daily. Daily yesterday closing bearish again. I told you guys yesterday in the session that we faked out back in the range, and I was actually bearish on the day. Please go and watch yesterday morning's analysis. Bearish on the day. Today also still bearish, but one thing I do need to note is that you can get an instance where we're going to fake out and we're going to close slightly bullish here, something like this. Okay, this could be a range that is forming here, something like that, a daily candle like that. So I just want to let you guys know. Otherwise, if we do break out, it's going to start getting ugly, but you can get something like what we had here, just another big range forming, already gapped up. I don't know if that gap is closed. Let's check it out. Okay, yeah, gap is still open. There's that gap down there. Very simple for me. There's that green zone. Yesterday we were trying to grab some buys from it. Chad getting into some Chad on Chad violence yesterday for us calling the buys at this zone here. Somebody saying it's selling, someone else was saying it's buying. End of the day, there's that green zone we spoke about. I said that's quite a big one. Had a nice bounce up from there, and then just later on in the evening sold off. So again, that green zone is going to be important for us, but for the rest of the session, very simple. Asia highs, bullish above, bearish if we reject. Asia lows, bullish if we fake out, close below, but this is your range. You can trade either the reversal or the continuation based on what price action is doing. NASDAQ, let's check the daily on NAS. NAS, massive bottom wick. Not taking the previous daily low, but taking the previous daily high. Now we've got an intermediate resistance formed here, and I'm still going to lean towards neutral, purely due to the fact that we can come down the entire day and still close bullish. We can still close something like that. So I'm just pointing out that we can still close bullish, but we do have this wick to fill, so I'm leaning neutral to bear on this one. Very simple here this morning on NASDAQ. This is your zone. This is all you need to focus on. Bullish if we hold above, bearish if we break below and reject. Very simple stuff here on NASDAQ. Gold, okay. gold. Very interesting. So gold yesterday, I mentioned to you guys a level that we need to monitor was that previous daily high that was there, and I said be careful there because we can fake out there or we can close above and hold. So initially after the open we had that little fake out, came back below, another push above, came back below, and then eventually broke through. So for me, gold today, what is this music? I think we're gonna need to push through a little bit here. NCS destroying the vibe here. But I'm gonna go for a pullback play here, purely because we've had all of that geopolitical news come out. We had the markets react based on that geopolitical news. So now it's a case of how bad is it. If it's really that bad, gold will continue. If it's not that bad, what's going to happen is it's going to start retracing. So this was a little bit of that panic move. You see a lot of headlines coming out. You see a lot of rockets going in the air. And now it's a case of, okay, maybe it's not that bad. We can get a pullback play on gold. So 2750, that is a key level. That is a half round number, actually a round number, 2750. That is a zone to monitor because then we are holding above the previous daily high and we're holding above a key institutional level. So for me, previous daily high, Asia high, this zone here, if we can hold that zone bullish once we get above 2750, otherwise breaks back below, you've got all of this to correct. Okay, GU almost done here, still 19 minutes left. GU, I was bearish yesterday. We actually took the sales beautifully. Now closing somewhat weak, bullish, massive top wick, massive bottom wick, small body. I'm expecting quite a big day here for GU. I'm still going to lean bearish, guys, purely because we still closed below that previous support structure, still closing below that 1300. I'm also bearish on the weekly. Only thing is, how do I get involved here? We've already taken Asia highs. We've already started pushing down. So now it's a case of either we're going to do something here for a continuation move, previous weekly low, Asia lows, or if Asia lows stay intact, I'm going to look for something similar, exact same play as yesterday, daily pivot, targeting those Asia lows. And then GJ was a little bit tricky yesterday. Bullish breakout, we mentioned it. There was your bullish breakout. We had quite a deep retracement back into the range, closed bullish. Now already pushing back to that next key level. Look left with me. That's why this is a key level. Look at all of that major reaction off that level. So definitely bullish, trading above previous daily high. Now it's just a case of how do we get involved with this. Contextually for me, this was the impulse move during Asia. And now it's a case of, can we pull back here in London? I already told Miles I'm going to try and see if I can get into some type of pullback play. And where am I going to do that? The monthly R1, major level. If we can close below that, also 197.50, and then the daily R2, then Asia. So I'm going to need to see some price action here today before we do anything else. Miles, can you just pop out your price? There's it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, over to Miles.
Okay, guys, just a quick one here as we are getting closure in the 2 minutes. So what I'm looking at specifically right now is some gold. First of all, according to my strategy and my plan and the way that the MFX strategy is formulated, I'm currently looking at a type 3 short on gold. Closure beneath the level 27.48.80. Closure beneath that level, and then the rebreak of the low is going to initiate some early shorts for me this morning. That is what I'm looking at. So just give me a minute here. I just want to see if I can get that closure. If I can get that closure, I will be taking that position. But yeah, the idea is coming off the fact that you are so strong bullish at the moment, breaking those highs continually. Higher highs, higher lows within the anatomy itself. However, yesterday's daily closure has closed Maribozu within that within that quarter pip area. So that is important for me to look for a possible reversal today. Okay. On that 4 hour, what I'm also seeing is going to be one of two scenarios today. Very simple. You've got resistance that formed with the following 4 hour closing right above. The current 4 hour goes ahead and retests that level. For buys, what I'll be looking for is the rebreak of the current daily high. That will be the bounce off of the security area and price to continue driving. And then on the contrary, as you can see, there is resistance there, right? If we start trading right beneath there again, all I'll be looking for is a retest and price to come back to the 30-minute lows. So this setup stems beautifully off of that 30-minute, understanding the following. You've got a resistance area right there, which is acting as a current support level. So technically what price should do according to price action right now is retest the level, grab the liquidity, and start pumping off of that area, right? That's what should happen. However, if it's going to fail to do so, which is currently doing with that 30 engulfing at the moment, if we go ahead and close 15 or 30 minutes beneath this area, 27.48, I can actually use a 5-minute floor as well if I get that support area, by the way. If we close beneath the area 27.48, let's say 62.80, around there, I'll look for the break, the retest, obviously the closure, and then price to continue going further down. And essentially what you are doing is quite simple. I actually like it a lot, because essentially what you are doing is literally just range trading, guys, from resistance to support. That's all you're going to be doing, from that resistance area to that support area, and that's all it's going to be. So that is if it fails to continue driving off of this level, okay? And that is how I'm looking at my primary target this morning, which is the shorts, coming back down to level 27.38. Beautiful LTA on the left hand side as well for, gee whiz, 100 pips. Obviously you guys know I'm not going to be holding that 100 pips, but the idea is there. You have that overall perspective. Primary targets will be looking at the range on the left hand side. As you got your resistance there, your micro support level there, you want to essentially see price come down to level 27.44. If price can do so, you then have a solid area of what is this, 40 pips, which is quite nice. So that's going to be my primary target this morning, ladies and gentlemen, to see if price can close beneath the level. If I can get that, I'm going to short it. However, on the contrary, if it rejects this area, re-breaks highs, I will look for longs. I'm 1,000,000,000% not going to look for any positions in there, just because number one, it's at all-time highs. Number two, it's at that core tip of level, so anything can happen off of that institutional level. So I don't want to get involved in the area. I'm only going to get involved when momentum comes in my case, which is going to be the rebreak of the current daily high or price failing to continue. I like the sells, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a bit biased today and say that I prefer the sells. However, it's not to a point where I'm not going to take the buys. You know what I mean? So that's me on Goldilocks at the moment. Looking at pound yen, guys, we have driven so much on pound yen, it's actually crazy. Now, first and foremost, on that daily, price has already pushed so much in Asian straight into liquidity on the left hand side. So not only is it tapping into the wicks, but look exactly where it rejected. So this is why I focus a lot on the candle itself. If we look where price rejected 197,900, where is that? Look to the left hand side. It literally tapped into the body of the previous support level and then started to reject, right? With that being said, guys, there's a high possibility that I could possibly see markets start to drop. Confluences for that would be obviously number one, you have such a major move happening in Asian. Number two, you then have this 4 hour create a bottom wick, drive up and break highs, tap into your previous liquidity area on the daily. So for me to see price flip, right, flip bearish off that 4 hour and the quarter pip, I'm going to anticipate that price can continue going further down. With that same breath, if I look at the previous 4 hour candle, it closed my repose with liquidity. That for me is a sign of reversal. So at the moment, all I'm going to be doing is the following, guys. Very similar to up to gold, is where this is going to be a no trade range. Above here, I'm looking for longs in continuation. And then obviously closure beneath the QP level, I'm going to short my pair right down. Okay, so that is me on my setups today. It looks like gold is setting up quite nicely quite soon. But just to get these areas out for you guys, this is, as I mentioned, a no trade range. I'm just going to steer left of this. I'm not going to touch this area. And then beneath here, I would also like the sells, to be quite honest with you. Is that aggressive sells, which will be that type 3 because it's going to be my counter trend trade. And then obviously above here, we need that closure because we have that consolidation period on the 30 and 15. So that will also be a bit of an aggressive setup, but it makes total sense to me according to my plan, MFX way. Looking for targets on that 4 hour. If I look to the 4 hour, I actually got a range here. So I've got range highs there and I've got range lows over there. At the moment, you are tapping into liquidity pretty much almost mid-range, okay? So if I'm going to start breaking these highs, I'm going to anticipate the level 198 to be tapped and then also 198.760 around that level to be tapped if I'm going longs, and then if I'm going short, it's going to be the level of 196.884 or for those lows over there. So that is the potential areas that we could see if we look to take any gold positions this GJ position this morning. So what I'll do is on the buy side of life, I'm going to put a price alert just to alert me when price is in that area. And then for me personally at the moment, I think gold is where it's at. So what I want to do right now is I want to see, now that I have a 5-minute floor, at the break of these lows, I'm going to get in impulsively. Okay? So that's going to be my setup this morning. Is going to be that impulse shorts beneath the level 27.48.17. So the setup's going to look something like this. Three pips, 27.47.89. 27.47.89. This will most likely be my my entry if I do take it, and then my stop is going to be 26 pips. I'll probably give it that 30, and then TP1 obviously is going to be 10, and then your extension will be the lows of this area, so 27.44, that's about 30 pips. And then for those that are wanting to see RR nonsense, you can see price drop down, but that's obviously not what I'm going to be doing. So this is what I'm looking at this morning. Let's see if it comes to fruition. Let's see if we can break those lows, and if we can do so, this is going to be my trade for the morning. Okay.
Chad, beautiful. You guys are locked and loaded. Just going to keep it on Miles' screen as he is looking for potential position here. Dylan Savage, Matthew 3 to 10, hitting us with a big block here this morning. Matthew 3 to 10. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Just for the Chad, I'm going to read that again for the guys that had that Chad on Chad violence. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. All right, Chad, fundamental drop. Gold prices hit record high on Wednesday, and the dollar was on the rise again, keeping pressure on the yen and the euro, while Asian stocks inched higher as investors were reluctant to place major bets ahead of hotly contested U.S. election. Chinese policy think tank has called for Beijing to issue 2 trillion yuan, 280 billion of special treasury bonds to set up a stock market stabilization fund, 21st Century Business Herald reported. European central bank policymakers have begun to debate whether interest rates need to be lowered enough to start stimulating the economy, ending years of economic restriction. ECB has been cutting rates quickly this year, but policymakers have so far said the goal is neutral setting, with central banks neither slowing nor stimulating growth in the hopes this will keep inflation stable. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called on allies on Tuesday not to hide and to respond to evidence of North Korean involvement in Russia's war in Ukraine. Israel confirmed that it killed Hashim Safadin, the heir apparent to late Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, who was killed last month in an Israeli attack. Pray for war to end, Chad. It's not about Chad. War's never a good thing. So pray for the Middle East, pray for the war that's happening in Ukraine. It is crazy. Like I've said before, for me, it's just mind-boggling. It is absolutely insane. And I see somebody asking, Chris, when last did you launch your BMW? Kevin, I didn't launch it. If you're talking about specifically putting it in launch control and then launching, barely ever do that. But every morning after I've dropped my daughter from school, I give it some beans. Coop can lead us to 14k. Vince, maybe. Let's check where we are. Maybe we get the Coop to pull it through for the lads. Yeah. Let's check here. 48. Chat, if you have not done so yet, hit that subscribe button. We will do a giveaway for 14k today. How do you think US elections will affect the market as a whole? Mark, I think it's unclear. It's unclear how the markets are going to affect it because we don't know what the outcome is going to be. And secondly, me and Miles had a chat about it this morning. That's why you can see gold is rallying, because there is uncertainty. Because it's so tightly contested, gold is a safe haven. It is a bet against volatility. It's a bet against the uncertainty. So I think it's an interesting one. It is definitely an interesting one. The consensus is that a Trump win is going to be very bullish for the stock market, purely because Trump is looking to cut rates cut taxes. He's trying to stimulate the economy, and any businessman, anybody that works or anybody that has paid tax, if I told you, man, I can slash your taxes in half, that's half of the money you paid for SARS, you can have back in your pocket, and you'll be, dude, I'm absolutely for it, because nobody likes paying taxes. It's an ugly thing when they put their hand in your pocket, you worked for it, and it's like, we're going to take a nice big chunk of that. I still remember when I had my first major increase in the corporate world. The increase actually made me worse off, believe it or not. I got the increase, and I was now in a new bracket, and I was technically earning less. And I was like, there's no way. I went back to my director. I said, just put me back on my old pay. He's like, dude, it's part of the game. You're going to have to suffer a little bit now, but we can't put you back. Yes, I was bleak, dude. You get an increase and you actually get out less. It's the most insane thing ever.
Okay, gold starting to reject these areas now. So at the moment, those cells aren't really looking the part. Remember, I just got to get confirmations for everything. She's just still in that zone for me. Coming up to that 9 o'clock open for London in the next minute or so. Let's see how price does close. I'm definitely at this point going to wait for closures on that hourly 30 and 50 now. But at the moment, there's nothing for me.
Alrighty, Chad. 1 minute. 1 minute. And then we're going to open up these markets for round 5. Quite a bit of headlines coming through here this morning. US asks European countries to develop a vision to support the Palestinian Authority. Arab countries hold new talks on ensuring the implementation of the new peace plan. Alright, you guys see what I'm talking about? So we had all of this geopolitical news coming out, gold reacting. And now it's a case of, okay, things are cooling a little bit. That's the idea. That's the idea. There's your previous daily high. There's your Asia highs. There's that block I spoke about. Bearish below. Potential bullish continuation if we hold. DXY as well. 109. What is this white line? Where did that line come from? Is this just the line that I drew? That is the line. Okay, Chad, markets are open and in motion, baby. This is the official round 5. Myself and Miles ready to fight here with the markets. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Let's go.
Okay. Even if it pushes up here, would you first wait for break of structure? Or would you still look for that impulse?
For
gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Gold, I'm going to have to get closure now because you got that 15 rejection off of that QP level. So now I need a 15 engulfing as well as a closure. So I'm going to have to wait another 15 minutes on both pairs actually. There's nothing that I can do impulsively. Now I need confirmations more so than anything else at this point. GJ, I know I did mention that this was a no trade range for me, but I'm going to delete that, boys. Just because I could be looking for potential type 2s off of this area, which is that break, that retest, that support to be formed, next candle to give me that engulfing, and then the continuation of the drive. That is what I'm looking at right now. So it's actually not a no trade range for me. I just want to remove that just because it's giving me more data now. Remember, for me personally, when we wait for these trades, it's more benefit to us because we get more data. More data means I can read it easier.
Sorry, because both of us are looking at something, I just went split screen. So you can just check the
hundreds. What are you looking there, my brother? GJ?
Also GJ, yeah.
Longs?
That monthly or either way, I'm going to be honest. I like if we cannot break above here, I'm going to be leaning towards the shorts purely for the reason that you can see here. We made a new high, but now after creating that new high, you can look at these peaks here, they're getting lower. So that's why I'm expecting that if we cannot now, say, get that engulfing or that minor break of structure here, so I would say longs definitely an option if we get a nice something like that, where we actually break this minor structure, then this almost becomes like a little double bottom. So I like it both ways. It is super bullish on the daily time frame, but then also if we haven't been able to really substantially get away from this level after testing it so many times, I would like the shorts as well. Aggressive, but
yeah, I'm with you on that. Either way for me too.
And it's a nice half round number, so it's a big. These are the big levels for me, 197.50. I think you call them the QPR or what, quarter pip?
Quarter pip levels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be QP levels.
GU for me, Chad, there's that zone. If we can get a retest, I would like it. That is the weekly low set there. That's the level we can target. So I'm just going to get some alerts set here. 12971. 12971. And that's going to be Asia lows. If we can get a retest there. And then gold is looking like it wants to hold here. Oh. Yeah, gold can get spicy here real quick. There's NAS. What did the Hang Seng do overnight? 1%.
Yo, for me, I gotta get closures now. Now there's nothing that I can do impulsively. I gotta wait for the closures, guys. If I can get the closures, then I will be taking a trade. If not, we're just gonna sit on our hands. Apply that patience card this morning. gold pulling away from these levels, 2750, that QP level. Starting to drive to the upside now. But this range for me, like I mentioned, is just going to be that no trade range on gold. Waiting for either those closures beneath or above. Nothing impulsively at this point, just got to sit on my hands.
I would love for GJ to create like a little support here, and then the break.
I'm with you on that. Actually, that indecision can on the 5. Yeah, definitely gonna wait for that quarter pass, guys. I'm liking GJ. GJ's actually starting to set up quite nice for me.
Chad, I'm a little bit bleak. I get to the office and there was chatter about Croctober, and I just spent that money yesterday, and Crocs comes out with the Croctober here. I'm so bleak, but I'm going to chat to Jared. He's endorsed by Crocs. Let's actually see if, let me ask him if he can send me some giblets. They actually have a podcast sponsored by Crocs.
Really?
Yeah, Jared.
Thought you just wear Crocs in the podcast.
Yeah, no, so they use the logos, but they also give away Crocs to less fortunate kids, and
Okay.
he's always in Crocs. He's a Croc ambassador.
Okay, guys, GJ is breaking those lows, but because of where we are, overall bullish on 30, I need a closure beneath this quarter pip. The reason for that closure is number 1, direction. Number 2, I need the next candle to pop up. Grab liquidity. That's the lower time frame solidifying a resistance. And then the rebreak of those lows would then initiate me to want to obviously look for those shorts. But this that is just peeping below, it's nothing. It's nothing that I want to hop on. I mean, this thing can drop all the way without confirming it. It's chill, boys. We gotta wait for our edge to rise, which has arisen, and then we gotta wait for our confirmations. So that's all I'm waiting for right now, is just confirmations. So for me, if this thing just rips now to the downside, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. I gotta stay disciplined. So that is waiting for closure beneath.
Closure below. GJ, now I would actually love if it closes below here and then actually give us a retest and then a minor break.
With you on that.
That I would like. Yeah, GU just dying, Chad. Yeah. But let's see, it's still early days. I feel like sometimes we get a little impatient. We feel like we have to catch a move at the open, be done.
It's gonna be patient, man. Wait for that setup.
Hey, Jex. Jex is considering it, my brother. Croc Friday is coming in hot. They just let me know earlier, or yesterday, Ram hand-to-hand couriers is in possession of those boats. It's not Crocs, it's boats. It's a size 14. And the beauty of a size 14 Croc is that in a case of an emergency, if there's a fire somewhere, you can actually put like 20 liters of water into the Croc and use that as a bucket. So also in a case of floods, like with some of the flash flooding we had, you can float on the water. You can actually put a family of 4 into one of the Crocs. That's the only reason I got to size 14s, is for that dual use. Crocodilia.
Super C for the win. Yeah, I don't know, lately my Super C hasn't been a go-to for me, bro.
Wait, let me just follow.
Pure glucose.
What is that?
Super C, this thing I'm drinking.
Super C.
Yeah, after a heavy day, I don't know. It's just my dietitian says I can have 3 a day, so we're taking advantage of that.
Departed by road to Port Elizabeth from Cape Town last night, 7 o'clock. Those Crocs just slammed a road trip from Cape Town. Chad, things are heating up here for Croc Friday. Bro, but I don't have. You don't have any spare giblets to bring. I only have like 3. I haven't ordered.
I'll bring you some tomorrow.
Do you have some
Yeah, I'll bring
extras?
some tomorrow.
Extras.
To be honest, I have too much on mine, so
Really?
you're doing me a favor.
I almost bought 100 yesterday.
Don't do it.
I did.
Don't do
it. It was on special. Chad, there you can see the Croc on its way.
I think when these Crocs arrive, we need to get a second camera. One for your face, one just for the
For the
Crocs.
Croc.
Yeah, just for the Crocs.
Just for the Croc chilling there.
Okay, boys, that is gold with an absolute pump off of QP level. We are approaching that 15-minute closure now on GJ and gold. Let's see what is happening. GJ, I am looking for the short right now. 15 closure beneath the level. That's going to look good. According to my strategy, that will be a beautiful type 3. And gold needs to obviously close as well.
No, Etia, I'm going to get the pap and vlees giblet. All right, Chad, I'm actually loving this, eh? So this on GJ, I'm loving this. As this candle is going to close, that's going to be the 15-minute shuffle come and gone. And what I will say is I'm considering 2 things here. If we get a strong bullish candle closure here with a strong body, not a massive top wick, and we can create a bottom wick first and then the flip, I'm going to consider those longs to come and retest this pre-market high, this 197.86, and that's going to be my play. And then if we first break up and then we've got a minor break of structure, I'm going to like to take the short as well. All right, but if we close with a weak body, it's not for me.
Jen, swap glasses.
What's that?
Someone's saying we need to swap glasses. Bro, I promise you, I don't think Chris will to see my glasses.
Oh, they prescription.
Yeah,
mine is bad as well.
Mine's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Eyes,
I can't see shit without my glasses.
my eyes are. That's why I feel so bad at the gym. Like guys would wave at me and they would think like, this Chris doesn't.
Yeah, he
greet.
doesn't
I
greet.
can't even
Happens to
see.
me.
It's like I don't know. It's the guy like greeting me, and then sometimes I feel cuck and I need to go walk close, and I'm like, hey dude, sorry man, I couldn't even see you.
Then you walk up to me and it's the wrong person. Oh no, it's just.
I was actually waving to the dude. I'm like, oh, sorry man. Chad, I promise you in the gym, because I don't gym with my glasses, it's like scuba diving without goggles. Everything is underwater for me. As long as I can see what's in front of me. What are you looking at? You also like the longs?
I like the longs, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing for me though is we gotta wait for this close, man. I need that 15 close. If this candle can close 197.590 around there, that's gonna be a type 2. The retest and the rebreak of the highs are long it. After price has broken lows, showing me that it can't sustain that level.
All right, Chad, I like that. That I like a lot.
Market, I like it.
So all I want to see now is a bottom wick, and if we can get a bottom wick, and again, please note that these trades are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decisions. The only guarantee in trading and investing is that you will lose money. And how can I guarantee that? Because when you open up a position and you're paying commissions, you're already down. You're already lost just by opening a position. So don't shoot me. It is what it is. All right, Chad. Bottom wick, nice. If I get a bottom wick here, according to my plan, I will be executing buy stops. Just want to see a nice little bottom wick there. Was that the bottom wick? Could it be? Give us a little bit more than that. Yeah. Alright, Chad, I'm personally going buy stops. Let me just move this up again so I don't get slipped like last time. Okay. I've got my buy stops on the rebreak of this 5-minute high there. Pip stop.
Okay, we actually have the exact same trade.
Are you gonna
Exact same trade as you.
Okay, nice.
That's my type 2 setup. My entry is going to be 197,635. My stop loss according to my strategy and my plan is 197,392. My take profit one is 10, 197,735, and then overall TP is running at 197,885, and that is me executed in GJ Longs at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what she brings to the table today. Chris, are yours activated there,
Yeah.
brother? Okay, so
I'm thinking realistic target is this key level here, 22, but if I can get 20, more than happy to do so. Just even a retest of this flat body area there on the 5.
So at this point, there's just a typical type 2 for me, guys. You've got your candle that confirmed the engulfing. Can you see that close above the body? This candle as well, breaking those lows, liquidating all those early sellers. Boom. Confirmation candle. Next candle, bottom wick. Thank you very much. Break at the highs. Boom. Type 2. Let's see how she plays today. I've got a 24 pip stop, TP1 10 pips, and then overall TP 25.
DXY, what is DXY? DXY is still going. US 30 still within the range. NASDAQ, nice bounce off that daily pivot level, 200 EMA. Gold still within that range. GU looking like it wants to come back for that retest. We've got our alerts set. GJ looking beautiful, yeah.
Very close to my take profit one as well now. Come on, baby.
Can we do some work?
So the TP1, I just want to mention this is what obviously is according to my strategy. The TP1, it's not only 10 pips, but if we look to the left hand side, it is also at that bodies. So there's a high probability that I might close my full position at 10. Just because of the bodies that lie right there in liquidity. Anyone looking at silver? Gee whiz, do you guys trade silver? Do you trade silver? First, I haven't heard of silver in a minute.
I've traded silver many years ago.
Me too.
Almost lost a lot of money because the contract size is completely different to gold. like 2 or 3 lots on silver is big. It's like,
What's silver symbol is XAG, right?
yeah, XAG. It's yeah, Chad. I thought it's the exact same lot sizes. Almost cried big tears, very big tears. Let me actually check what the lots. Yo, I learned the hard way. That was before I actually knew how to see. Yeah, the contract size is 1,000 fine
Jeez.
ounces.
That's
So it's 10 times
it's a
bigger.
big difference.
It's 10 times bigger than gold. So one lot on silver is basically a 10 lot,
10 lot
on gold.
yeah.
Chad, I like the position still. There's that minor break there. So you can say that this is now confirmed little double bottom here. Also, like Miles said, we've got this area here looking to the left. That's potential resistance area. And also this minor one here. Just looking at the most recent resistance being formed there. As long as we stay above here, I think we are solid. And then obviously this is that next little zone there. If we can break through that next minor zone there, then the session high is definitely a possibility. All right.
Oh, baby. Come on. GJ. Bring it home, baby. Guys, I'm actually going to manage this position right now. I'm going from 24 pips. I'm going to manage it directly beneath that support level for 15.6, okay? That is what I'm doing according to my strategy, my plan. But that's no need because ding, ding, ding. That's TP hit. Stops to break even
Chad,
for me.
yeah, same here.
Blow that horn, Chris. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Back to back dubs. Let's go,
There
man. Let's
we
get those
go.
dubs in the chat for some beautiful GJ longs. Caught live on stream, opening bell with Chris and myself. Let's go, man. Beautiful.
Beautiful
man. That's awesome. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, Chad, if you can hold here, like I said, session highs, it just makes sense for it to go and retest those session highs. That's where you're either going to create some type of double top, or that's where you're going to create that continuation. But beautiful play here. Crazy how two different traders see the same thing. Monthly R1 for the guys that have traded with us. You know, if we hold a major pivot level, we're going to that next pivot level. Also, the idea is that if we create a session high, we pull back, then yeah. Chad, there you go.
Guys,
Boom.
you know what? I'm out full. That's 20 pips for me. I'm out full. GG's, boys. Well done. Well done. Well done. Stunning, man.
Light work.
Light work. Sheesh. That was a beautiful one, man. Type 2s came in clutch.
What is your type 2 the reversal play?
No, that's the breaking continuation. Reversal is type 3.
Because technically for me this is a reversal.
Yeah,
And the reason I say that is because we were creating bearish order flow. So we were basically creating these lower highs, and I see this as a reversal. Let's call it a reversal of this little substructure here.
So see, I'll focus my plays a bit more on the macro.
So you're using that range.
Yeah.
Okay.
bit
And if
more
it
on the
holds the bottom of the range, it's going. Okay.
Yeah. And
so
then
that's
that
your
break of
type
that
2.
range. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'll focus a bit more macro. The 5 and I'm only really using to find my micro support levels to use it as a confluence. a big giveaway for me was this candle breaking those lows and then engulfing. That literally gave the trade away for me. Solid work, brother.
Alrighty, Chad. There's your pips.
How far are we from 14K, Chris?
Chad, let's have a look here. There has to be 40 of you that's not subscribed. Come on, man.
Come
Let's
on, boys,
check
let's
here.
get it.
Yo, are you telling me all of you have subscribed? 13,952. We haven't even moved the inch. Chad, honestly, are all of you guys subscribed? We're giving away a $5,000 Vault Funder account. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let me go on the live tracker here quickly. Let's check.
Chris, guys, I'll be back.
You gonna pee?
Yeah. Bathroom.
Thought you were gonna cry because your ear is choked. Nah, you think you condition it. Once you get that second break, you feel like you've been broken in, and then that second, third week, it's like it breaks you in, and that's the last break, and then you're good. So you still have 1 or 2 breaks to go. Chad, all right. So we need 47 subscribers. Can we smash out 47 subscribers here today? 47. Come on, Chad. We can do it. GU, there's that retest there. That's the thing. We already took the GJ wins. Now it's a question of, do you really wanna go toe to toe again? Yeah. GU. Chad, the only way I can really consider GU is if we get a break of structure here. If we can get a break of structure here, that's the only way I can consider GU. Yeah, and if we close back into the Asia range, you guys know the drill. Range day. If we close back inside here, you can scrap GU for the rest of the day. Then we've taken Asia highs, we've taken Asia lows. Then you know the drill. Range day. So hopefully it stays below this. This is also the previous weekly low. Alright, this is usually where your fake outs happen. And if it holds above that previous weekly low now this morning, then very likely there's a chance that this weekly can actually go bullish for the rest of the week. I'm just saying, it looks impossible, but again, purely opinion, entertainment, vibes, Croc Friday. Lennon, what are you doing on GU though? I love how Rux has occupied our compliance officer role. So guys, if you didn't know, Rux is now officially the compliance officer for 2Gs. Rux just making sure, actually also meditating, or not mediating some of the conflict yesterday in the chat. So, yes, they do. The chat went off at one another yesterday.
Really?
Yeah? Yo, the chat was chat on chat violence like crazy. One guy said long, other guy said short, one said liquidity pool, other one said fair value gap.
Oh.
And as soon as the one guy said turtle soup, then everybody was
Gone.
No, it was when that word turtle soup, it's like, yo, bro, we don't put turtles in soup. It's only chicken, beef, and veg soup. No turtle soup. Yes, you know, it went down yesterday, dude. The guys went ballistic, yeah. I didn't get my answer about the Kevin. Sorry, man. The chat is busy here. What did Kevin say? Hey, Laz as well. Laz, bro, after that little steam room session yesterday, nose is a little bit. Because I hope I already got the foot of an athlete. Hope I don't get flu.
Miles, I've noticed that your target is always 10 pips. If I may ask, what's the reason behind that? Look, after trading for so many years, brother, I just found that as a day trader, the medium for me is always being able to find moves between 10 and 20 pips. If I compound that in the long run, with a high win rate, it makes my strategy super profitable for the way I trade. So I always ask myself, on a normal day, on a shitty day, what's the market going to give me? Where's the medium? And that is always 10 to 20 pips. And as the strategy was built on GJ, that's what I found to be the constant. And then that's when I ruled my risk plan to be like that. Risking nothing more than 30 pips, obviously, but having that negative RR in gains of 10. With a high win rate, I can literally lose 3 trades and win 7. I'll still be profitable. Yeah, so that's just over the years. I mean, this strategy was built in 2019, so I've literally been doing the same thing for years. Obviously, me and Chris actually had a chat about this yesterday. I've had to adapt, because when the strategy was built, it was actually 10 for 10. But in today's markets on GJ and Gold, you can't have a 10 pip stop loss. It's not going to happen. Without you obviously being technically misplaced, if I can use that word. So I allow the markets to breathe. However, the main thing for me, as much as we look at it from many different perspectives, the main thing for me is to actually bag that capital. There's no need for me to run 20-30% profit and walk away with nothing. So if I can compound 10, it's going to add up to a lot. And with adding up to a lot, it's going to give me that consistency over the long run. That consistency over the long run will make me profitable. So I've been doing this exact same strategy for 5.5 years. I've been trading for 8. And there's another thing I would change about it.
Laz, are you for real now, bro? Full blown. Yo, I told you that steam room is. Yo, my bro. That's why I don't do that steam room. And especially like yesterday when it was a full house in there. Yo, the boys were coming in and out. Chad, I at least had my slops. I came prepared yesterday. The slops were there. Not ever showering there without slops again.
Miles, your 10 pips on GG, 100 points. Yes, brother. Miles, you agree? Need to protect our psychology as traders, that we would ensure 100%, man. Your mentality and your psychology is your number one thing. I've had a mental crack before in my trading career. It's not fun. Trust me, it's not fun. So, with that also being said, that happened for me in 2018. With that also being said, I've learned so much that trading is more than just these charts, guys. It goes beyond the charts. So your mental state and your psychological state is super important. You have to have it on lock at all times. Miles, what lot sizes do you normally use? Chris, what do I use?
Enough for him. That's Chad. Something. As much as we do everything here, like some of the guys, like how much money do you have in your bank? What is your net worth?
My thing is always like,
how much do you pay for
what's
taxes?
it gonna help you? Like, I don't mind saying I'm very transparent. People know what I use, but what is it gonna help you?
Sorry, Jakes. I still wanted to. For me, NASDAQ.
I'm gonna come into the next room.
Jakesy, so what I wanted to say was that for me, still, the only issue is you cannot consider this a reversal yet, because if you look on a line chart, we have now taken out all of these lows. So this could purely be like that initial break, the pullback to then continue higher. So it's difficult to say that if this is a reversal, because go on a line chart and then you'll see we've just made a high now and we're pulling back. So in all fairness, this can create a support to come and retest these highs. For me, a reversal, if I have to take a reversal on one candle, you guys know my drill, is let's say for bearish reversal, what I want to see is, let's do the bearish candle quickly. The only way I can ever take a single candle reversal is in the following scenario. And again, not financial advice. Please know that we are just here for vibes, not for advice. Maybe some life advice, maybe, but other than that, nothing else. Okay, so this is the only way that I can take a single candle rejection, is if we get a candle like this. I think some of the guys that have been in my boot camp, we've talked about it. This is the only way that I will ever take a single candle, is that if we've taken liquidity, this for me is that liquidity sweep we always talk about. This is where the buyers are faked out that had maybe buy stops. So this is confirmed. That is the fake out, because even some of you guys that have traded with buy stops and sell stops, there's your buy stop. You think the market is going to run up. It takes that previous candle high, but then it also proceeds to take out that candle low. Because think about it this way, a retail trader might have had something like this. All right, so he might have had a buy stop there, candle just below that previous low. So it gets him in, it takes him out, and then it engulfs that entire body as well. So this is the only way that I can say this for me. That's a no. That's a big no. So just a little bit of education here on the side for you guys. Use it, don't use it.
Bro, gold just breaking all-time highs again. Crazy.
Is that gold on your chart?
Crazy.
Yeah, there. But the thing is, this is a yearly level. I just want to show you quickly. This is the yearly R4, Chad. That there is the yearly R4. So that is the most extended you'll get.
Well, amazing when I first joined Miles and watching how his strategy evolved to it is now. Shot, my brother. Appreciate that. How much? Hectic gold with a pump, man. I just feel like with everything going on right now, guys, I feel like people just running to safe haven.
DXY also going for those highs. GU.
What's your risk plan on how many trades you take a day?
No, if a trade is valid, I'll take it. It's a case for me, because some days you're not going to get any trades. Some days you'll get two, and if I become selective on that, and I actually see the trade play out, then it almost creates a little bit of FOMO in me. Because then I'm like, flip, if I took it and now you see it play out. But for me personally now, I don't think there's anything else. Like I always say, you technically have one shot at an advantage point. We had our advantage point here, half round number, monthly R1, session high, untested. The only other trade that could look good for me on GJ is a reversal play below the monthly R1. That's the only other one. But again, I wouldn't take a bite of the same apple.
And gold continuation, you're not looking at that?
What is it you do for a living?
I play Tetris for a living. Look at these Tetris blocks. We try and predict if the block is going to go up or down, and then we place our bets based on that. That's what we do for a living, playing Tetris.
That's crazy, bro.
Tetris for adults.
Tetris for adults. For anyone that wants to get into this industry, if there was one piece of advice you would give them, what would that be?
Never give up. Buy your wife flowers.
Oh, there we go. We have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for your time.
Keegan's just bumping in here with the camera and the mic.
We're so random.
No, like I said yesterday, for me, these all-time high plays, I like some time in between it, because this can just fake out a lot of guys. So it's not something I am.
I would definitely be looking for type 4 longs on gold if I hadn't taken a trade already. She looks very valid for me. It is obviously high risk as you are breaking all-time highs.
What is type 4? Is that the continuation?
Yeah.
Just breakout continuation. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, boys, obviously we've already put GJ on a stretcher this morning, so I won't be executing another position. But definitely 30 or 15 closure above the level, the retest, the flip of that 15 or 30, the drive. It's a trade that I would definitely take if I had another trade in my pocket. But yeah, trading at all-time highs obviously does involve risk. However, there is a potential chance that if you get at the right spot, she can run. So if I was to take gold, I'll definitely wait for that 15 closure, see if it gives me that confirmation. Then my stops will be beneath the support area here. After a retest, I would then look for price to continue. Gotta see that 5 retest though, which will then give me the bottom wick on the next 15. So that's what I would definitely be looking for if I haven't taken a position. Also, depending on how far this drives up. Unfortunately, we don't have any data on the left-hand side to say, okay, you know what? We're reading from this level. Now we're trading at all-time high. So it's literally just hopping on and doing something that we do in flies to fair. Just holding onto that seat with liftoff and just praying that the pilot knows what he's doing.
Hey, Rax, come on, guys. Please don't start yet. Dude, so you went at Arsenal. Okay, so Chad, what's happening here actually happens in team sports as well. So yesterday, we've taken 2 losses on the cracker. So there's 2 things that happen. If you've played competitive sports as well, when it gets tough, when it's raining a little bit, the Oaks are tackling the cuck out of you, the guys are knocking the ball, and then it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, where are you on the fence? Then the guys start chirping between one another. It's like, oh bro, but you haven't done this. So now things are getting heated. And then also, for instance, the guys that were in the hostel, you wake up, you sleep with these boys in the same room. You eat breakfast together, like you day in, day out from Monday till Friday. Yeah, by Thursday, the Oaks are gutful for one another. Like you at school with this guy, you play rugby, like you eat together, you study together, like you want to murder each other. So usually, yeah, by Thursday, that's when you start blitzing one another. Like usually after breakfast, the guys are getting heated, and then it's like you're at the end of the week. Everybody's social battery is flat. That Friday morning, nobody even speaks, my dude. It's just like those bells ring. You get dressed, you do your quiet time, you go, you eat. Nobody's talking, Chad. Like you are finished. Like if somebody just says, he's Blixen. So that's what's happening. I can see it. As soon as that cracker pulls back, then everyone's going to be jubilant again. But
just wanted to mention for the MFX members in the chat, if you had taken type 1s on gold, they would have been valid as well. Candlesticks providing us with that high highs and high lows within that structure. 2 pips above, obviously, that breakout execution on that type 1 within of giving you that 20 pip return right now.
I'm just going to pee quick. I'm going to throw on your screen.
I actually like the split screen setup.
What is a type 2 now? Just
So-
the impulse break.
Yeah, so type 1 is with the structure as price continues to make high highs and high lows. You then focus on the current sentiment of the initiating candles, which will be that. If they are providedly not too large, creating high highs and high lows, you can have a buy stop 2 pips above that in anticipation that that impulse is going to come through. After it gives you that 5-minute stall, which you then have over there.
Okay.
So that's type 1.
All right, Chad, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll see you guys now. Please do not, does Plamena not join us? No. Plamena, are you here? Plamena, please raise your hand if you are in the chat. Plamena.
Come in.
Plamena. No, I think Plamena is a New York girl. Dude, what if Plamena is somebody from the FSCA and she's like testing us?
Oh, hectic.
Chad, think about that.
Oh,
Little plot twist. Plamena is actually the FSCA's YouTube handle. And they come in. Think about it. Little plot twist there.
Bro, I'm literally sitting here and I'm reading the questions, and I'm not being rude, guys, but some of the questions I just feel like I can't answer without it being.
Just disclaim
yourself
and say what you would do. Just give, not advice.
Yeah, guys, look, anything that I say, it's not advice. It's just.
Disclaimer. Just disclaim continuously. Say that if you were in a situation, give almost like how you would attack the situation.
I got you.
If it was you.
I got you.
Suggest nobody does that.
Yeah,
You just suggest that they, and just always say you will lose money.
yeah. Guys, this change is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is a major change for me because I've been obviously live trading for 5 years. It's a bit of a change having to like watch what I say on stream. That's actually a flipping big change. I won't lie. Even calling the trade itself, like I'm so like I double check in my head. Am I gonna say this correctly without it being a conflict of compliance? But in the meantime, guys, let's hit that sub button. Do yourself a favor, read the disclaimer in the description. I'm always going to ask this question. How many GJ traders do we have in the building? Seeing that it is obviously my favorite pair. As you will see, London, majority of the time, I'm going to pull up. And according to my strategy, I'll take a GJ position. Gold starting to look really good as well. I would just want to see price come back and grab the liquidity before price extends. Especially because you're at all-time highs, man. Yeah, so at this point, I would definitely, if I was in that situation where I haven't taken a trade, I would definitely wait for a retest before going long on this. That's like it has to happen. There's no two ways about it. If it just runs, it just runs. But the thing is, you're trading all-time highs, guys. I'm going to keep on saying that. Where would the wells come in? I don't know, bro. The wells. You mean the cells? The cells. For me, if I was in that scenario and I was to look for cells based off of my strategy, you see, I would have to say my words. I would definitely be looking for cells only beneath 27.48. Only then. We are bullish. Super bullish. Gigi got unkind to me, so I divorced him. Nah. I would never leave Gigi. She's my first love. She's been good to me. I think Gigi was part of... No, I'm actually lying. The 27 win streak, I think about 70 to 80% of those trades was actually doing gold trades. Miles, we're doing a giveaway today. Smart to win. My probability is high today. Unfortunately, not my brother. But if we can hit 14 subs today, we'll be doing a $5,000 giveaway. Go phone your mom, phone your gran, phone your auntie, and your uncle.
Everyone is...
Let's do a sub battle.
Everyone is subbed here. What is happening here?
She's my favorite. Yes, sir. If you're in school, go to the principal's office, do a school announcement. If you're at varsity, go see the dean, make an announcement. GJ Type 3 possible.
The shorts. Yeah, here's the thing though, Chad. This is aggressive. There's that key level. I spoke about retesting the session high, taking the session high, which we barely did. That's a little liquidity sweep. Yeah, this is the safer play for me personally would be below the monthly R1, that half round, because this can just be an internal pullback. And what I mean by internal pullback, could just be an internal correction, because we did make a new high on the session. But then also, if you look at it that way, yeah, it's...
Can I just mention something, guys? If you ever miss a trade going one way, don't immediately try and counter it.
There's that key level, chat. Sorry, man, you guys it wasn't on my screen. There's that key level we tapped into. Yeah, the safer plays below, yeah. The monthly R1, also the half round. Look, if I didn't take these buys and this closed strong bearish, not like this, but this closed strong bearish, I would have looked for it.
For those shorts.
Because we had that expansion move during Asia, so I am expecting some type of correction now during London. And even if it's just to come and test the bottom of this range. Almost exactly the same setup as yesterday. Yesterday, check here.
Dude, I literally had deja vu you just saying that. Speaking about something that happened yesterday.
This was literally yesterday, Chad. There was Miles took the bars from there up here. There was that fake out back into the range. There was that minor break of structure. And even if you targeted the bottom of the range, this is what I'm talking about. There's the bottom of that range, and then it bounced, and then it broke that range. Yeah. So exactly the same here now is there's your fake out of the range. Couldn't hold outside of it, came back below. There's your minor structure break. And now again, you can target these lows here. The only thing is, I would like to see a stronger bearish candle. Chad, I might go for it. If I get it, here's the thing. There's two things are going to happen here. Either the one is it's just going to break the low and run, and I'm not in it. The second one is that it's going to pull back up, give us a nice top wick, and then it will break the low, and then I will go for it. Me personally, please note that this is not financial advice. Please consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decision. How do you get over revenge trading? Go and revenge trade for a week. Let me know how it feels, and then you will know exactly how to get over it. Go and do it for a week. And then you will feel the burn. Yeah, Chad, I'm going to need a much stronger body closure. This is not it, eh? So nothing here for me. Nothing there for me. What is GU doing? Okay, GU multiple tests there. GU as well. This is still internal structure. If you go on the line chart here, just want to show you guys. Still internal structure. I'm going to have to see a break of the lows, the session lows, because why? That is where the volume is going to come in. Otherwise, this thing can just grind up here. Yeah, the best is to revenge trade. Get it out of your system. Tell. Oh. What do you rate? Miles, how did you get over revenge trading?
I think I just got to a point where I couldn't lose any more money. It was just like, this is not happening, dude. Yeah, I think it's also, personally, I feel like okay, let me ask this question. Who asked that question?
Vivian.
How long have you been trading for? Because revenge trading is something that everybody goes through. For me, it actually happened for a while. But that's because I expected instant gratification. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Why are you fine with studying to be a doctor for 7+ years?
Here we go.
But you want to master trading in a couple months.
Oh, preach, it, brother.
So that's a big thing for me. Once I started maturing my mindset, that's when I was like, man, I need to change the way I think. Once I started looking at this, not even as a occupation, but once I started looking at this from a business perspective. If I have to be quite frank with you guys, I've had other businesses as well. Businesses, your first 3 years running a business, it's not easy. Your first 5 years, that's when the business actually starts getting established and starts, I won't even say making a lot of profit, but becomes a bit more stable. A business can still crumble in 3 years, can still crumble in 5 years. So the same thing with trading. Be patient with yourself. Don't expect to turn that $100 into $1 million. This isn't that Alex G bullshit. Focus on the education, be patient with yourself, and
Miles, so you telling me it's not possible to take $100 to $1 million in 3 months?
Look, if you
actually 9 weeks.
If you over leveraging and over risking, my man, if you can do that.
So are you telling me it's impossible to take 1,000 rand to almost 300,000 rand like one of the young South African influencers?
In our short.
6 weeks. 6 weeks at that.
I'm gonna be quite frank. Anybody can struck luck very quickly, but is it something that is sustainable and consistent? Not happening.
This man did not have a losing day in 6 weeks. So come on.
Crazy.
Come on, Chad.
Crazy.
Just be real. When I saw it last night, I was like, I'm not even like, I just give up. Honestly, yeah, mentally, I'm not even gonna fight that fight anymore. Like, yeah.
My thing is also like, it's not even just about the trading, Chris. It's a psychological and mental battle every single time you execute full board.
Dude, you can't. There's
it's not happening for me.
Chad, yeah, let me.
Look, Vivian, at the end of the day, there's literally no limitations to trading. That's the most beautiful thing about trading. However, there's plateaus. which means that those need to be broken. Now, as a trader myself and as a mentor as well, teaching different people, going through my own journey as well, I've come to realize that we are not the same. We're going to experience different plateaus in our trading career at different points. Maybe in the first 6 months, I experienced revenge trading, whereas maybe in the first 6 months of Chris trading, he experienced FOMO, and he experienced maybe a psychological barrier. There's different things that we're different people, man. So that's why I always tell people, don't put a time on your trading. Just trade your strategy and trade as it is just a normal day. Don't put a time to it. So if you may be experiencing the issue of revenge trading 2.5 years in, okay, 100%, that's part of your journey. That's part of the journey that you are going through in your trading. How do you overcome it? You just continue doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay, that's gone. That's gone.
Why is that closed?
Yeah, GU, yeah, GJ also. There's that move. There's a very simple, like I said yesterday, exact same setup. Only thing is that little wick there, I don't like that. I wanted a stronger body closure, but there's it. There's the exact same move as yesterday. Very simple. Failure at the high, minus structure break. There you go, exclamation, Discord. This is just a simple reversal play.
Stunning.
Go, exclamation, Discord. Under the education section, guys, you will see it right there. This is the sell scenario right there. It's this little one there. Let me actually bring it up for you guys. Give me a second. I must actually start doing this again. I feel like that.
While Chris is just sorting it out, another thing regarding revenge trading, what helped me a lot was just sticking to my plan. Super important. Sticking to the plan. Like, I literally have accountability calls with my students every Friday. And the big part of it is if your plan is to take one trade a day, why are you taking two? And you need to be accountable for that. You need to journal. If you're not journaling and you're not finding yourself accountable, you are literally taking a trade for no reason. Because the only way you're going to move forward is if you journal and find yourself accountable for everything that you do.
Chad, yeah, here's the setup. It's in the playbook. There's your minor break structure. There's your level. So yeah, beautiful.
Listen, that's a solid setup for me. You know that 5 closure beneath, I would have actually grabbed that. Solid.
Oh, would you have gone for it?
Yeah.
The only reason I say I don't necessarily like it is because we're still with this internal structure here. So if you go, for instance, on a 1 minute, you would check there, like this could still be just a retrace, because this was an impulse leg and it's at that 50. You check, so that's why I like a more stronger candle, a more stronger intent candle. That wick, even though it's not massive, I think it's like 3 pips.
Mm-hmm.
Actually 5. No, it's quite a. GU is doing something very interesting here, Chad.
GT trading, who are you?
What is it? T3. Is that something that you guys do?
T3 is type 3, but I want to know, is GT trading a student of mine? And then guys, out of curiosity, once again, how many of you have signed up to Ultimate Trader? Oh, Gino, perfect.
Gino.
How many of you are getting involved in Ultimate Trader?
Do you know Gino?
Yeah, he's actually one of my students. But I see he changed his YouTube name. Oh, this is a different account.
Gino.
It's one of my American boys. Dude, I feel so hectic. I actually feel bad for the American guys. They have it so hard. They can't use MetaTrader. So they're having to use like DX
Not
Trade.
at all. Not at
bro. Obviously, unless it's unregulated, but we don't do that. So they're having to use Trade Locker and DX Trade,
Trade
and
Locker
literally
is
it's like a
bro.
complaint every day. Like Miles, it's 3 pips slip, 2 pips slip, and I mean that's nothing we can do about this because they're living in their country. It's crazy.
And all
Match
they're
trade.
actually looking for is a nip slip.
Yep. I just agreed to that.
Chad, Miles wasn't ready. Jexy, sorry, bro. Jexy, for me personally, NASDAQ is just shit, my bro. This is just a range, if I'm very honest. This for me is just tough at this stage. We failed to hold outside of that Asia range. Yeah. Miles. Yes, a nip slip. Anyways, the boys weren't ready. The lads weren't ready. Jexy for me, it would actually, there's that flat body area we spoke about. So, for me personally, I think this is terrible price action. It needs to break out to the upside or to the downside, but this can just chop here till NYSE, and by that time you're going to be tired, you're going to be fatigued. The same with US30. That's why I said above there, below here, inside here will just tear you down, wear you out, almost like a nagging girlfriend, like wear you out to the point where you're like, I'm getting let me get myself in trouble there. Let me just keep quiet.
Trade Locker interface, it looks nice, but at the end of the day, guys, it's not about looking good. It's about what the platform delivers.
It's kak, my bro.
So I mean, you can drive you can see that like have you seen that what do you call it, like that Indonesian oaks that will make like a Lambo, like they literally build a Lambo or Ferrari and they put like a City Golf motor inside. So it's something like that. Like the platform looks good, but what they're delivering, nah.
Chad, it's slippage. Any type of slippage is bad. Even a little nip slip. I know Miles trains with that wife beater, and sometimes he just purposefully slips his nips there at the gym.
Yeah.
Do you go gym with that?
Especially on a chest day.
Hey, those nips are out, my bro.
Titties is out. Miles, what's your thoughts on crypto? This is not financial advice. This is just... I'm not even going to get into that. Look, I'm not a crypto trader. However, I do dabble in it when the time is right, but I hodl. So my crypto that I would go through is like XRP and ETH. But I sold everything off, I think, at the end of last year. So I've got no crypto at the moment. Do yourself a favor. Just go read on SARS tax laws on crypto. Just do yourself a favor.
We actually have one, go exclamation tax, Chad. We actually have a video.
Beautiful.
Go exclamation tax. We've got a little video there.
So for me, guys, while I am looking at the moment, for me, anything on gold right now, it needs to retest. To be honest with you guys, this is just my personal opinion and what I see. I don't think gold is going to continue driving off of this level. If I had to be patient, I'd wait for that break, pullback, identify that as a fake out, and then look to short gold back down. Obviously, that's just what I think. I need to trade what I see, not what I think. But that is just me looking a bit more advanced, in depth. The retest, I don't think it's going to bounce off. I think it's going to pull right back, and then I'll look to short it. GJ just sitting in that range, bouncing off that quarter pip level, 197,500. I think we took the juice this morning, Chris. We grabbed it all this morning.
Yeah, no, I don't. what I will say is, like I said, even if you miss this, for me, the safest short that I will really take is a break below here. And it's because that's the monthly R1 level.
What's that level there?
It's 197.48.50.
197,
48.20.
Okay.
40.
Yeah, that's almost by my QP level.
Yeah. So if we break below that, Chad, and the reason I say that is look how many times we've come back to this level. And I always say it, if buyers can't get away from this level, what do you think the sellers are going to do? The sellers are going to pounce on it. Exactly the same as yesterday morning. Look at that. Buyers couldn't get away from that level. Multiple tests. There's that break. Boom. Gone. So that is... this one I will take. This for me, I will take. Definitely. That'll be the last bullet for this morning. And then GU as well. If we can get a nice strong break here, get a top wick, I will go with a very aggressive sell stop. Even with like a very tight stop, maybe even like a 3 pip stop, because I know that if we close below here and we break these session lows, there's only 2 things that can happen. The one is you're going to get that volume, it's going to burst through, similar to what we had yesterday on these shorts. There was our session low, and I told you guys, and again, guys, this is just purely my experience. It's not advice. It's stuff that I've seen in my 8 years of trading, is that at a session low, there's only 2 things that can happen. The volume, I spoke about it. I said this is where the volume is going to come in to either continue or to massively reject. And look what happened. There was the session low. There's the volume that came in. Now, exactly the same thing here with the lows here. Only 1 or 2 things. It's going to break those lows and it's going to flush, or it's going to break the lows and immediately flip back bullish, similar to what we had on GJ, where we said it will get the guys excited above the highs, reverse, come lower. So it is just simple. Not even concepts, observations with, like I think with most of us traders that we had to unfortunately learn the hard way, where we had to go and sit down and be like, why the flip am I losing? Why is it doing that there? And then you realize, oh, okay, that is the session low. That is why it's doing it there. So it's observations we had to go through as traders. And I think Miles will tell you as well. There gets a point where you start asking the questions. And that's all trading is, asking why. Okay, price did this, but why? Then you start reverse engineering it. And nobody wants to do that. Next week, indices will still be tradable from Monday to Friday. I thought now that everybody's saying something about indices, it will still be here. And also just in, I don't know, did you also get the message? Did you get that message? There is still going to be 24 hours in a day, and the sun will still come up in the east and set in the west. Okay, Chad, confirmed just now. 24 hours will still be the norm from next week. Okay. And the sun will still east, west.
Just on that juice, that little Zoom call we had was in London session on that 24-hour stream. So it's pretty much in the beginning of the stream. Just go have a look. I can't give the exact timestamp, but it's in the beginning. What is the guy's name again, Chris? When we had the Zoom call with that dude from that accountant.
Oh, it's exclamation tax. It's
no, on the 24-hour stream.
What was his name?
Yeah.
Was it not Ravesh or where? I'll check quickly.
So that's towards the beginning of the stream. I think it's just after we took that.
Oh, were you after? What is he looking for though?
That part where we spoke about tax when that guy actually came on to stream. You had a guest call with him.
Oh yeah, but we flagged it. Exclamation tax,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
So
Oh, so that's it there?
yeah, exclamation tax. Just type exclamation tax. It takes you straight to that section.
Alrighty.
Time stamped and everything for you guys. Exclamation tax. There you go.
Yes, Lyndon. Yeah, that's him, yeah. The pairs you are watching are gold, pound, yen. What else? For me personally, I only trade gold and pound, yen. Chris trades... What do you trade all, Chris?
We trade US 30 during New York, and then it's basically gold. I'm not trading as of late, but it's mostly now for me GU and GJ.
Mm-hmm.
GJ I literally just brought back because you trading it. But for the guys that have traded, like GJ and GU were the only two pairs I really traded. Also traded a little bit of Euro USD in between GU or EU based on what Euro GBP was doing. So on the day I would look if Euro GBP was weak, then if I was looking to sell against the dollar like Euro USD or GBP USD, I would rather sell Euro. Because I use the Euro GBP as an index between the Euro and the pound.
I see, okay.
So then, for instance, like let's say I want to sell GU, but I see Euro GBP is weak on the day, then I'll say, okay, I'll rather sell Euro on the day than sell GU because it is the weaker pair. And you can already see it here. It's already breaking the lows. It's already at the daily S1 where GU is still far away from the daily.
And then, like, because Euro USD is very small pip increments, how much would you be targeting?
No, still 15.
Still 15,
15, okay. You can get a 15. But like I said yesterday, I've shifted now to 10-10 on them. 10 pip stop, 10 pip target. It's easier.
Yeah. Seems like Chris has joined the dark side, guys. 10 pip gang.
No, it just moves so slow that it's like a 15 pip for me is an overkill. Man.
Yeah, 100%.
And like GJ, I still use 20. Like even my trade I took here this morning, I'll go 20.
So did you run the full position 20?
Yeah.
Sweet. I feel like like I said, that's a very nice happy medium, man. GJ 10 to 20 pips every day, it can do it.
I would say if you want to be conservative on GJ, you can go 15 pip. Not to stop, like target. Like
yeah.
if you feel like you giving away 10, go 15. Like 15 you can get. But I like the 10. I have to say, like we actually spoke about it because even if you took that little move there, it's a 10 in and out with the volume. My thing is, I don't care how you do it. At the end of the day, it's about walking away with taking a piece of the market.
100%.
If you have to do it, trading with your toes, and you have to drink a little bit of tea, and you do handstands, whatever, nip slips, whatever. Chad, it's about making the money, and that's why I said yesterday there's no ego. Some of the guys came in yesterday with the ego. Oh, it's selling, it's buying. I don't care what it's doing. As long as I get my piece and I'm on the right side,
there you go.
I don't care where it's going to trade in 6 months' time. I'm literally caring about where can I grab my next little piece of the market.
Totally agree with you. Well said.
And I think some of the guys have like this ego thing where like, oh, it's going up. It's like, great, if it's going up, make sure you're in the position and you are capitalizing on your idea.
I think it's also like, no offense to anybody, but it's also a point where maybe you are too noob in the market and it comes to a point where you want to be right all the time. I personally don't want to be right all the time. I don't need to be right all the time. But as Chris said, if I can make money through my strategy by applying it over and over again, that's what I need to do. Then it just happens to be that it provides me with the win rate that it does. But you need to also be at a point where you are willing to take a loss. Because if you want to hold on to the trades and believe, this is going up, this is going up, that's when you start to jeopardize your trading, actually. You just got to allow the market allow your strategy to play through what the market is doing. Naughty corner for the ones. It's good starting.
And the thing is, why a lot of you don't like the 10 pips is because your account is still small. So just grow your account. Miles will also tell you, he went through the days where he made a $5
Yeah.
or whatever, $10.
$1 days.
A $1 days. And it's
Yeah.
like you go and it's like, oof, okay, $1. But now you're thinking, okay, I made a 40. Let's say you won 4 trades a week. Now it's like, okay, $16. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's $300. Nobody's going to give you $300.
For sure.
Now you bring it up to a $5 day. Now all of a sudden it's a $10 day. Now all of a sudden $10 a day. That's now, what is that? That's almost
$70.
100. That's almost 1,000 rand a week. Now it's almost like 4K a month.
Yep.
Now you're paying some internet with that, your cell phone. Now all of a sudden, incrementally, you start building it. Like I told you guys on that spreadsheet. Let's quickly get that spreadsheet.
Yeah, that was a nice spreadsheet. Get that out.
Let's get that spreadsheet. And if you start building it with a plan like that, and again, not financial advice, please, guys, we do not do advice. The only advice we take is from our wives, and if you're not married yet, get a wife. The Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So we believe the Bible, all right? Okay, let me open this up. So exactly the same way how I work out what I require in a month in terms of my budget, in terms of what I need to pay the bills and what lot size I need to trade. This should be, let's say you do this should then be your plan to say, all right, to actually go full time, I need to be trading 10 lots. I'm currently trading 0.1 lots. The account size for the working capital is that. Now you start building towards that. And you don't try and do it in a week. You try and do it over 2 to 3 to 4 years. Give yourself the exact same time as somebody studying a degree. I'm telling you now, and Miles will tell you as well, that the income you can generate here is not limited by your expertise in terms of your qualifications, in terms of your years worked. Things can go terrible for 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
And from year 9, 10, 11 onwards, you get that exponential jump.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got a plan and you work it out and you say you're going to give yourself 5 years, you're going to start off consistently trading your 0.1 lot or whatever it is, and you're going to build into it, I can promise you. Okay, I can't promise shit. What am I doing here? Yeah, I don't even know how to.
I know.
Dude, you can't even
bro,
talk anymore. Like,
I
how do
literally
you,
I said that yesterday
how
in
do
the
you
private
talk?
meeting with the members, and I was like, "Fuck, guys, I'm just joking. I'm not promising anything."
Okay, but if you there is a 50-50 probability of success or failure, because in life everything is technically a probability. So there is the slight outside chance that if you've got a plan and you stick to that plan and you have some luck as well, that things can tilt to, I don't even know, bro. They have absolutely ruined us.
Fuck.
Yes, go exclamation lots and exclamation US30. Yeah, Chris, but I don't want Proverbs 21 verse 19. Wait, let me see.
That one, if I'm not mistaken, that one's like you don't want to be in the desert with a woman that's quarrelsome and stuff like that. But guys, read the whole thing. Don't just be with scriptures. I'm not gonna preach now.
It is better to dwell in
Yeah.
the wilderness than with the contentious and angry
Yeah,
women.
it goes something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
So,
But my thing is, read the whole scripture. Don't just read a specific slot. Smart toilet concepts. Where's this coming from?
oh, that's so you know SMC. So we started our own one, STC. So but it's only for males. Like if you've also married, Chad, please note, disclaimer, you cannot use the STC concepts if you're not married. Kindly note, we do not promote fornication here. STC, so that's that's just how you pull your wife.
Yeah. 100%, and I actually stand on that. I'm a fixed lot dude. Same lots throughout, with the specific risk plan of how much pips I risk.
You have to. Chris, what do you do before training?
What did you do?
Mark, I just had like some breakfast. Actually, I had plunger coffee that Amina and Azam bought us. Some bootleggers, beautiful little plunger. Didn't get the chance to poop, so no poop before that. But and then we just came into the office and started trading.
I can't go through my day without that morning.
Without the
Check
poop.
it. It's not happening.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
not happening.
I struggle sometimes because it comes late.
My trick is water. As soon as I wake up, water. There we go.
I
It's like
meant
clockwork.
before becoming a trader, like work-wise. Mark, I know, man. I don't know. You guys always walk into that one, but I love it. No, so Mark, I started off as a baby, as an infant, and
I can't deal with the Chris today, guys.
no, I'm kidding.
It's this croc thing. Since he's been on this croc thing, the giblets, the giblets is just confusing this guy.
No, I'm kidding, man, Mark. I was actually a structural engineer, structural and civil engineer, specializing in structures. And I was consulting for a firm here in Port Elizabeth. I've got quite a few projects, nice projects on my resume, and then proceeded to do a postgrad in business administration, and then did a MBA with the idea of doing the CFA and all of that to become a portfolio manager. But obviously all the portfolio managers are either sitting in Sandton or in Cape Town. So I was like, I'm not going to move. So I thought, what is the next best thing? And the next best thing is to portfolio manage your own money. And yeah, that's what I did.
Brilliant.
Also spent a couple of years being a financial advisor, more investment advisor. Also, that was part of the plan. Exactly with like what a lot of these signal guys don't know is that you have to go through the RE1, the RE5, the RE1, all of these different things. So it's a case of had to do it. You had to be employed by a financial institution. The easiest way was being an advisor, doing your exams, this and that. So I'm just gonna put on your screen quickly. I just have to take this call, chat. See you guys now.
No problem. Miles, I didn't come across Chris Keegs and yourself. Miles, bro, I feel like I would have given up a long time. I'm glad that we could be there to, continue assisting you through your push, man. I mean, it's especially if you're alone. Like for myself, I'm self-taught. I never had a mentor. I did everything alone. That's tough. It's two things. It's having faith in God, number one, but you gotta have that little bit of delusion. I'm not gonna lie, because it's literally seeing something that's, especially in this industry, man. You got so many scammers. The question is also, if they scamming, is this shit even legit? That was a big thing for me. And then, I mean, dropping out of varsity, quitting my job, I came to a point where I was like, did I make the right decision? So I definitely feel like what we are doing in the industry is good in assistance with you guys. But speaking from our own journey, it's something that I would have loved to have back then. And that's where I saw the gap in the market, was then to be that mentor that can guide everybody. Because it's not easy, man, especially for loans. It's not an easy journey. But you just gotta have the vision, man. You gotta have the why. My thing is why. I ask all my students why. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because Chris, almost 10 years in the game, myself 8 years in the game, there's gonna be the losing streak, there's gonna be the losing day, and if you don't have your direction, if you don't have your why, you can't just be doing this for money, guys. You have to have your why. Your why is gonna give you the purpose to continue through those times, because you can be 20 years in the game, you're still gonna lose. Your mental state needs to be super strong at all times. What did you study? I did a BCom, bro. Chris was part of building the Burj Khalifa, my man. Chris is the Burj Khalifa. This dude is tall. What? Get out the gutter, boys. Ooh, gold with the pump. So, yeah, that T4 on gold definitely played out. But I honestly, like, if I could have taken this trade, I don't think I would have. There wasn't a big enough pullback for me. Gold with the pump. I feel like with elections coming up in 28 days, people are running to safe havens. There's a lot of indecision right now. Everybody wants to be safe right now. And GJ just obviously consolidating. Nothing happening there. To be honest, I'm definitely done for the day. I mean, I've cleared a lovely 20 pip move this morning. Chris, I don't know if you're looking at anything else there.
Say again.
And if you're looking at anything else.
No, I'm almost gonna call it chat. I just want to quickly send something off here. Give me 1 second.
What tertiary education do you need to qualify to write your RE5s? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's just matric. Chris, am I wrong?
Yeah, matric, and I think NQ. Yeah, I'm not sure if you need an NQF5.
Guys, are all of you watching, sub to the channel? I won't be surprised if gold taps 27.75. I definitely won't be surprised with that. After that engulfing on that 4 hour, it looks like gold has the legs. Technically, it's lining up. The only thing why I was mentioning that so much is because you had all-time highs. But I think she can run 27.75. And Gija is, I feel like, going to consolidate for the rest of London. You might get that next wave through New York. And I think it's because they push through Asian.
Yeah, Chad. Let's quickly go through it. We don't have to stay here any longer. There's the idea. There's that double bottom. There's that zone. Nothing here for me. We can pull back here on GU. GJ, there was that, like I said, the safer move was below there. This is now a range consolidation. We took our piece. If it breaks and holds above that key level there, then obviously you can get some continuations, but nothing here for me. Gold is just doing gold things. There's that level this morning. We spoke about Asia highs, previous daily high. Very simple. If it holds above bullish continuations, there was that yearly R4. Then also you had some half round numbers here, but gold has just been an absolute menace. And then NAS just in this range, like I told Jexy, it's just ugly in this range. And US30 exactly the same. You're going to have to see something, some type of fake out or breakout out of that range. And then the dollar on its way, holding above that daily R2, on its way to that key level. But Chad, that is the session. Miles, any closing remarks here for the Chad?
Yeah, I just want to add on to that. Do you stream every day, London? Yes. So myself and Chris, we are in London Monday to Thursday, and then on Fridays will be Chris and Keegs, and then obviously they stream New York session as well. Chris and Keegs firing up those crackers for US30 every day. So you'll see us on stream every single day, boys. Just pull up, make sure you sub, hit that subscribe button. But from my side, guys, beautiful trades taken on GJ this morning, slaughtered a beautiful 20 per banger, and yeah, man. Most importantly, hope you guys have learned today. I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace and love, baby.
Cheers,
See you
brother.
guys 3 p.m. Cheers, cheers.
Doch ich fühle den Schmerz. Ich will dich nie mehr sehen. Ich werde es nie verstehen. Warum willst du von mir gehen? Es kann dich nicht alles um dich drehen. I think we're different. Our love was so magnificent. I tried so hard to know as far I could ever go. I think I broke myself. I think I went through hell. 'Cause I tried to love, but your love was way above. The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason. But I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason. But I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason. But I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. keep on changing, just like